first down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's Jefferson, he's got it. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. To throw. Here's McCarthy.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Vikings earn the chance to tie it before halftime. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. On a quarterback sneak to the end zone. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. The play fake. Here's Mayfield. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep. Or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
They'll throw it. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Might be able to get some points late after the interception. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. It's Mayfield. This has been a try and yet another interception. And the Vikings take possession of the football. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. He does it, touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings ground a lead on their first series of the half. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 coach! Run, run, run.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Good, jump offside.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Brother hits another interception. And the Vikings get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts.
EA Sports coverage for the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. The kicker Tyler Bass has us ready to start, and off we go from Buffalo. He'll start at the 2. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Let's go now. Carry now for Jameer Gibbs. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down. Now the Jameer Gibbs. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No game.
First carry for David Montgomery. A good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They're playing running here with Montgomery. Montgomery, first down, still going. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pick.
Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up first and goal.
First and goal, and here's Montgomery. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take that in the back for a loss of yards.
Throw on the run is complete. Want to finish this opening drive with 6. So the decision is go for it on 4th and goal. And this is hot. Now the decision to go pays off. Jamison Williams. Touchdown Lions. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench to the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Get in the end zone, fellas.
Allen gonna throw to get things going. That's taken in. It gains push. He's gonna be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. We are through 1. It's the Lions who have the early lead. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Play here, take it to him.
Cook brother. This is James Cook. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Keep it moving.
Play action. It's Allen. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to get this ball.
Just so many tight ends around the field on this play. They call it 13 personnel because there's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass. And they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. And he'll take it on in. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. At 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On the ground to start, they give it to Gill. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pick up 8 out to the 33-yard line. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Here's 2nd and 2. Now, faking the give. That'll be caught. It's Jameer Gibbs. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 24 on that one. First down, Detroit. Ready? From the gun, here's Montgomery. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Matt Milano there to stop him. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, Hooker. Outside, that's St. Brown.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down. Here's Hooker. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It is a gain of shot down. It's first and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he'll take this down to about the 7. Now here's second and goal. Hooker to throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So as halftime looms, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's third and goal. Williams in motion. It is dropped in the end zone. Tim Patrick. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Johnson now to return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Set to go now on first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid.
Your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks. Because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught downfield by Cooper. Inside the 20. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Extra point try by Bass. The kick. The tie things up. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. First and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And this is taken in by the defense. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Allen, gonna give it to Cook. Not much there, maybe a yard. Out of the gun, here's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On first and 10, it's Cook. Closes quickly. They'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got his big tight end. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike, we say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Back to throw. Hooker.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Is caught outside by St. Brown. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. Sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL. on EA Sports. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Throwing is hooking. And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. He's across midfield. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
And the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike. I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stay this. And right now, this defense has no answers.
And he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12. 2nd down, 8 for the 1st down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
They'll drop the throw. He's got a man. It's hard in the end zone. They'll get the 2 points. It's going to allow them to take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Allen will throw. That's complete outside to Kincaid. He's got it. run with Cook. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone. Inside the 20. A run with Cook. Not much happening there, just a short gain. They'll come up for second and 9. Allen to throw. Off balance throw. It's complete. The Lions.
Let's go!
Clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Here's Cook.
In these goal-to-go situations, backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Here's the third.
I think that's the last burner, chat.
They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll run. And he cannot get free. Only a yard to the 3. Forcing
GG's, fam.
And now the timeout will be called, so they are in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. So it's a win here for the Bills. This one went all the way down to the wire.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. Devin Tompkins to return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Hubbard again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go.
First carry now, Jonathan Brooks. And he drives that punt backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready. Go right.
Man in motion here.
Anchor. Go anchor. Right.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. DeMar Hamlin getting there for the tackle. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 35.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You've got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
3rd down on the Brooks. He's brought down after taking this to the 26. It goes to the hurry-up offense here. And going for Young. Well, caught by his running back. And he's able to take this one down at the 25. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. With the 4th down conversion, keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession. Sit on the bench to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points.
Here we go. Set. Ready?
They run again with Hubbard. And he drives this forward to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs turning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
DB with the new follow. DB with the new follow. I appreciate it, fam. I'm going to follow you back. I ain't like them. God bless you and your loved ones. 100.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got to sometimes sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Come on, set. Striker, 3-3. Right, 97.
Play action now, Young. He will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers get the game's first points here in the second. You can't blame him for biting on that play action, Brock. Down at the 1-yard line, you're expecting it to be a run, which made that pass play the perfect call.
Show those defenders what they want to see, what they're expecting to see, so when they give them that good old run fake and pull it back, it is touchdown offense.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
In it to win it.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Just freeze the defense. We gotta make a play here. Hey, tight. Miller, you got rolling up.
First down of the game for James Cook. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they wheel him in. Within 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. It's brought in by Amari Cooper. And they finally bring him down. That's a big gain, and you said it. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Play action now, Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Now Allen off the play action. Pass it in the hands of Dalton Kincaid. He's able to get this one. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he scores. It's a walk-alone touchdown. The Bills earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point up and good. The Bills start off well, tied things 7-7. Tompkins now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Young on the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Cuffs. This is Xavier Leggett. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Young on 1st and 10. Has him on a quick hitter. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Second and 4. We just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Moving the throw here on 3rd. Pass complete to Hubbard. And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Sticking to the air, it's Young. That is incomplete, down to 13 seconds left.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when we evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here we go. Here we go.
The 2nd down throw for Young. Catch is made down on sideline. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. It's 2nd and goal. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hand. It's no good. Oh, his aim was up on
Nah, fam, you missed that.
And the score remains knotted 7-all.
And that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
One last play before the break. He'll throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off. And the that's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Who knows when the deciding moment will come. We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. He's got to gain a 6 there. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs at that point. It may not be a home run, may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st down, ball at the 36. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Connects with Cook. They drop it with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on to the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 42. Forced out to his right. It's key on the moment. And he's brought down right in the middle of that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you're telling the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. It's Allen out of the pistol. On the move, hit it right. He's on the move. He'll be out of bounds, just a yard or 2 short at 25. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. Everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Allen on the play action. Out wide, Cooper's got it. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Cook trying this one off the gut. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Allen. It's an interception. He pays the price for the interception. Big hit brings it into that return. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time when ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover.
The ball is loose. They got it back. This play is still alive. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. And they've got themselves another first.
We probably could do something a little later, fam. Yeah, Sirski.
You have to talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down.
Motivated with the new follow. Motivated to be God with the new follow. I appreciate it, fam. I'ma follow you back. I ain't like them. God bless you and your loved ones. 100.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
17.
We get the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Panthers going for the win here. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Come on, set. Look, 52. Yellow, blue. Hey,
Man in motion out of the slot. 3rd down run by Hubbard. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal.
ready.
Runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers have taken the lead late. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You can almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. up to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. And now they face second down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many.
Folks, it's intercepted. K.C. Horn to pick it off. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They go play action with Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now 2nd and 9. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On play action, here's Nix. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. Now it's Nix. Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Play action. Here's Hurts. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. Got him in. It's Brooke. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. looking to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-2. It's capped off by a receiving touchdown for Saquon. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Defense, one stop. I believe in you, D. I believe in you.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd down and 3. They'll go play action with Nix. That's taken in left side by Velo. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Off the play fake. Nix rolling to his left. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
This is where the NFL is heading year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
He'll drop to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send Brown in motion right.
A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action to Hurts.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll bring a tight end in motion. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. C.J. Uzomah taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays. It's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Nix to the air. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Mims in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Completes this to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
It's Mims with it. And that one going to be slowed up before it could really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 44. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That was a good run.